In today's episode, a dog tries to steal a car, a truck will commit arson, and a man will wear a blue t-shirt. Yamaha is usually known for making motorcycles and boats, but did you know that they also built a sports car? It is called the Yamaha OX9911. It was supposed to enter mass production in 1994 and use as much technology from Formula 1 as possible. This however failed due to the lack of performance in racing. Another cool fact is that it has a canopy door system, and it is the only production car from Japan with a V12 engine. This is how a Tesla electric engine sounds. Not very special compared to a radio-controlled car, but it is still pretty cool in my opinion. Who would win, a pickup truck or a turbocharged lawnmower? As you may know, stock Miatas are not the best when it comes to straight line speed, but there are people out there that like to do the exact opposite. An example of this is this Miata with the original engine, which has been modified to pump out 600 horsepower. When you Google Bond car, you would usually get all the cars that James Bond uses in his movies, but there is actually a way cooler car called the Bond minicar, which was built by a British manufacturer to be as cheap as possible. A cool thing about it is the extra tight turning radius and the fact that you can start it with a Kickstarter inside the engine bay. There are many different creations that roll up on the drag strip. Here is one that you probably have never seen before. A turbocharged snowmobile that can do a quarter mile in just 8 seconds. While we are at the topic of snowmobiles, here is a Miata that is powered by a snowmobile engine. This is how a 2-stroke Saab 96 sounds like, and I must say I would not use it as a daily driver, but it still sounds cool. European trucks are usually not that cool compared to American trucks, but some of them are still pretty crazy, just like this Volvo FH16. One of the oldest Mustangs ever built is the Mustang 3, nicknamed Shorty. What made it so special was the unusually short wheelbase and a triple carburetor system. I personally love lightweight cars with big spoilers, widened bodies and bike engines. This Fiat 126 is the result of all these features combined. The first four-wheel drive cars to ever use a monocoque chassis is the Gas M72. It was built after the Second World War because the Soviet Army had no normal passenger cars with all-wheel drive. I don't say this very often, but you should consider subscribing, since most of my viewers are not yet subscribed. One of the older Subaru Foresters had a flat-4 Boxer diesel engine, which sounds surprisingly good, considering that diesels usually sound like tractors. While old American muscle cars are not the best when it comes to handling, there is something special about having a lot of power from a good old V8. A prime example of this is the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona edition. This is a Toyota MR2, which is powered by a Kinner R55 radial plane engine. It even competed in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. You have seen a lot of cars with swapped engines, but how about this motorcycle that has a V12 from the Lamborghini Espada? The Tata Nano is not known for being the most beautiful car in the world, but it should be known because of its tendency to roll over. One of the first motorcycles ever built is the Roper Steam Velocipede. It was built in the 1860s and it is powered entirely by steam. Later versions of this thing had a whopping 3 horsepower. No, Volvos cannot fly. Just remember this the next time you try to take off in your Volvo. This guy failed to release the handbrake properly during a drag race.
Freno de mano. Verga, loco. Vaya la piña.
That's everything for today. All sources are in the description. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
That doesn't make sense.